after getting mastitis, breast getting engorgement.
Yeah.
A newly mother, how he will address all these issues?
Yeah. New mother should first check for the position of the baby.
Okay.
If the baby is catching and latching the nipple properly, usually there will not be any problem in engorgement of the breast. But still, if the baby starts sleeping at night without drinking milk, at the time when she gets up in the morning, she might feel a bit of engorgement in the breast.
Okay.
So it should not be left alone.
Okay.
That engorgement, she should deal with it. So how should you deal with those engorged, painful breasts? If
Yes.
the baby is not feeding. Usually it occurs if the baby is not feeding.
Okay.
So how should we deal with this?
Mhm.
So the woman should first try to empty the breast,
Okay.
either by pumping the milk or
Yes.
by expressing the milk from the breast.
Okay.
And second thing, she might do some warm compression
One compression.
over
Okay.
the breast. Or she might take a hot water bath.
Okay.
Yeah. So warm compressions, hot water baths. And if it is so painful, she can even use basic paracetamol for pain relief.
But better to consult with the doctor.
Definitely, if these symptoms are not relieving with these basic measures, she should definitely consult
Consult the
a
doctor.
specialist. When should you start feeding? Immediately after delivery, a woman should start feeding, even if it is a cesarean section,
Okay.
within 1 hour after delivery.
Sometimes baby don't take proper milk, poor due to some problems or something. So in poor latching, what's your advice? How it can be corrected?
Yeah, so mother is the first one to identify whether the baby is latching properly or not.
Mhm.
So whether she should first look at the baby's mouth,
Yes.
if it is covering the entire areola and the nipple and the areola.
Areola, yes.
It should be inside the mouth of the baby. First thing that she should look for.
Okay.
Second thing, she should listen for any sounds. While drinking milk, usually babies will not produce any sounds. But if there are any clicking sounds coming while the baby is feeding, continuously clicking sounds are coming, that means the baby is only catching the nipple but not the entire areola. So
Okay.
clicking sounds come when a baby catches the nipple and tries to suck the nipple.
Okay.
So those clicking sounds, she should look for those. Why? She should avoid those. Why? This will cause cracks in the nipple. If the
Okay.
baby just holds the nipple
Hmm.
and tries to suck only the nipple, not the nipple and areola, it will cause cracks in the nipple. So this will lead to severe pain in the mother.
Mother.
Later on, this might also lead to infection. That is what we have discussed, the mastitis
Mastitis.
in the breast.
Yes.
So that will discourage the woman to feed the baby later on. She might feel pain while feeding. So she thinks, okay, let us stop feeding because I'm not able to do this as this is causing severe pain.
Sometimes we see baby tongue tie or lip tie
Mm-hmm.
creates problem
Yeah.
while latching. So how we'll tackle this situation?
Yeah, tongue tie is nothing but there is some strand of tissue that is holding the tongue to the floor of the mouth.
Okay.
That's why the child or the baby is not able to lift his tongue properly.
Okay.
So, tongue is essential. See, palate and tongue should be in normal state to produce, to help the baby to suck the milk. So, if that tongue is not moving properly, or some babies are born with cleft palate and cleft lip,
Lip, yes.
they'll have difficulty in sucking because lips are essential, palate is essential, and tongue is essential. So, proper position or proper health of the lips, tongue, and palate are essential for adequate sucking from the baby.
Okay.
So if there is any problem like tongue tie or cleft palate, cleft lip, there will definitely be sucking problems in the baby. So in such cases, we usually discourage mothers to breastfeed the baby. We usually ask them to express their milk and then feed the baby with the help of lactation consultants.
Ma'am, I have a question. Is nipple confusion real? And how can mothers avoid it when using the bottle or pacifiers?
Yeah, nipple confusion is absolutely real. So if you start the baby with the bottle only directly, and if you try to baby to shift the feeding from bottle to your breast milk, then the baby confuses between both the nipples,
Okay.
the bottle nipple and the woman nipple.
Yes.
So nipple confusion is real actually.
Real.
So what should you do for that? You should first start with the feeding with the breast.
Breastfeeding.
Yeah, breastfeeding first.
Okay.
And then later on, if the breastfeeding is not adequate, if you think the breastfeeding is not adequate or you're unable to breastfeed the baby, you can shift to the bottle later on.
Okay.
But if you do first bottle feeding and then try to shift to the mother feeding, it will be difficult for the baby to, or if you use soothers.
Soothers.
Yeah, soothers.
Okay.
The baby cries, they put soothers.
Yes.
So if you use too much of soothers early in the life, like before 6 weeks, or even before 1 month,
Mhm.
then the baby again have confusion between that nipple and the mother's nipple.
Yes.
So it's better to avoid soothers and better to start with breastfeeding first, and then if it is not adequate, you might shift to bottle feeding later on. At least for the first 4 weeks or 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Breastfeeding is mandatory.
Yeah.
Something like
Breastfeeding is mandatory for at least 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But depends on the woman again. It's not pressurizing the woman on. It is her call. If she likes breastfeeding the baby, she can do it as long as she wishes.
Okay.